Sheetz is being sued over its hiring practices. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission filed the suit this morning. It claims that the way Sheetz bases employment on criminal records disproportionately screens out Black, Native American, and other multiracial applicants, and that this violates federal law. The suit does not accuse Sheetz of being motivated by race when making hiring decisions. We have reached out to Sheetz for comment, but so far we have not heard back.
In Joe Biden's America, if you don't hire criminals, you're a racist. You can no longer run a criminal background check as a business, or else you're going to get sued by this tyrannical, communistic, fascistic Biden administration that is so anti-American. It makes me absolutely, it's just bonkers, Nez Nation. It's bonkers. So let me give you a little bit of context here on what's happening right now. Okay, so Sheetz Inc., which operates more than 700 stores in 6 states, discriminated. This is the charge. The charge is that they, it's been hit by a lawsuit by federal officials who allege the company discriminated against minority job applicants, Black, Native American, and multiracial job seekers who were automatically weeded out and deemed to have failed criminal background checks, according to U.S. officials. President Joe Biden stopped by a Sheetz for snacks. I don't know. I'm on the West Coast. I haven't seen that many Sheetz. Have you been into Sheetz? Let me know in the comments and let me know what you think of this convenience store. I'm assuming it's not unlike other convenience stores. He stopped by Sheetz for snacks this past week while campaigning in Pennsylvania. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission filed suit in Baltimore against Altoona, Pennsylvania-based Sheetz and 2 subsidiary companies, alleging the chain's long-standing hiring practice says having a disproportionate impact on minority applicants and thus run afoul of federal civil rights law. Sheetz said Thursday it does not tolerate discrimination at all. And listen to what this POS lunkhead swine Nick Ruffner from the EEOC said. Diversity and inclusion are essential parts of who we are. We take these allegations seriously. We have attempted to work for nearly 8 years to find common ground and resolve this dispute. I've said it once, Nez Nation, I'll say it a million times. America's worst idea is DEI. Didn't earn it. Any kind of discrimination, any kind of practice, any kind of law, any kind of initiative, any statute, any program that bases their tenets on any form of discrimination is, quite frankly, discrimination, is, quite frankly, anti-American. Because in America, it's all about hiring the best person for the job, irregardless, I love using the word irregardless, even though it means nothing, of race, color, creed, skin tone, ethnicity, religious background, sexual orientation. That's America. America is about hiring the most skilled, the best person, and then we won't have planes falling out of the sky. We won't have crappy senators, politicians, mayors, etc., engineers, architects. We won't have crappy doctors. We won't have crappy pilots. The list goes on and on. Higher education is rife with DEI hires. It's America's worst idea. And now these DEI mongrels, these anti-American, literally they're just practicing discrimination. They're discrimination vultures. Now they're saying, no. Because you don't have diversity, you need to get rid of your criminal background check. You need to start hiring criminals or else you're going to get sued by us. Excuse me? What? You mean to tell me that if I have people who are, so if they're white, this is what essentially this is saying. If they are Caucasian, and again, remember, skin tone is a trait that none of us have any control over. You are basing a criteria for paying somebody a livable wage. You are paying somebody an income based on a trait that you have capital zero control over, which is skin tone and what your background is, essentially. You mean to tell me if they're white, if they happen to be unlucky and be Caucasian and they don't pass the criminal background check, that's okay? But if they're African American, if they're Hispanic or what have you, from these quote unquote DEI deemed marginalized groups, that's discrimination? That's racist? I mean, imagine the precedent this could set. Imagine what businesses, it's bad enough what businesses have to do. You saw In-N-Out closing in Oakland, the very first In-N-Out, the most popular hamburger restaurant on planet Earth. You saw what happened in Oakland due to high crime. You see what's happening with high taxation and all of these left, woke, liberal, mind virus, parasitic, DEI mind virus counties and cities. You see how hard it is already for businesses. Inflation's at an all-time high. They're passing these insane laws to increase minimum wage for jobs that should be going to teenagers in high school. These are not livable wage jobs, which in turn they pass the cost. In order to succeed, in order to actually have a business, they need to pass that cost now onto the consumer. Why? Because somebody doesn't want to go to trade school and work a little bit harder to get a better job and accrue real, practical, real world applicable skills, right? Now you're going to throw this at businesses? I have to hire criminals or I face prosecution? Do you understand the ramifications of this, Nez Nation? You need to share this video with as many people as you know. Share this video with everyone. The ramifications of this initiative essentially is going to dissuade. We're going to experience such a gaping hole of innovation because innovation comes in the private sector. Innovation comes from entrepreneurs and amazing critical thinkers, inventors, and impresarios who actually feel incentivized by not just the financial gains, but also the freedom of being somebody who's your own boss and creating something from scratch. You're going to see a gaping hole. We're going to see a decline in quality, products, services, and goods. We already are seeing that, but we're going to see zero innovation. The more and more these asinine, absurd laws and initiatives and precedents keep taking place. Now you have to hire criminals. Now, if you want to run a business, this sets a precedent, essentially. If you want to run a business in 2024, 25, and beyond, now, if you don't hire criminals, if you don't hire a certain group of individuals who cannot pass a criminal background check, you face hefty fines. And in all honesty, you're going to be forced to go out of business. This is not America. These people are doing everything they can to earn the trust and earn the votes from people who think that they're actually doing this for them, from people who think, wow, this is actually going to help me. Finally, I'm getting a little help and not the man. It's such ass backward thinking. It is so regressive. It is going to take this country straight into the toilet on multiple levels, economically, socially, on every level. But more importantly, businesses are lacking incentives. Where are the incentives when you have to face exorbitant costs, exorbitant labor wages, exorbitant taxes, and now you're facing this? I'm going to get sued if I don't hire somebody who just got out of jail and failed a background check. I have to hire that individual, especially if they're non-whites. This is insanity. Share this video with as many people as you can. Egregious policies yield egregious consequences. If we don't make a change come this November, this is going to run rampant. Our country is already on the decline. Our country is already in the Roman equivalent of the Roman fall, the fall of the empire. We're already at the precipice. This is the threshold. It can only either go downhill or we rebuild and make this country what it once was, aligned and abiding by our founding fathers, the Constitution, the principles and values that built this amazing republic. I want to pass this off to you. What do you guys think of this? Have you heard about this? Are you as absolutely aghast, shocked, offended, insulted as I am? I mean, this is one of the worst things. I mean, I don't even know how to, here's another stat. The agency found that black job applicants were deemed to have failed the company's criminal history screening and were denied employment at a rate of 14.5%, while multiracial job seekers were turned away 13.5% of the time, and Native Americans were denied at 13%. By contrast, fewer than 8% of white applicants were refused employment because of a failed criminal background check, the Employment Equal Opportunity Commission's lawsuit said. What does that tell you? We're rewarding criminals and we're penalizing people who actually work hard and try to abide by law and order. This is insanity. This is not even third world. It's a dystopian, degraded, backward society, pure and simple. I want to hear from you. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm happy to be wrong. Am I missing something? Let me know in the comments down below, because to me, this is the most egregious. It just keeps getting nuttier and nuttier. I get it if you're trying to win votes, President Biden and Kami Kamala. I get it if you're trying to win votes, but you're destroying the country. It's not right destroying the country in the process. I get why you're doing it, but you should actually take a hard look in the mirror and ask yourself, my God, what's the cost of me stealing the election again? The cost is our country. So please think twice. From an American citizen, for somebody who loves this country, who is a patriot through and through, thick and thick, blood, molecule per molecule, I beg you, rethink these asinine initiatives and these asinine lawsuits. This is not America. I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I try really, really hard to answer every single comment. It's literally physically impossible. So members, super chats, super things get first priority. Consider becoming a member. It only costs you a cup of coffee to support the truth, to get our country back. That's the reason I'm doing this channel. All proceeds go back into the channel. You get a special badge next to your name, shout outs and live streams, exclusive Discord server, exclusive content, exclusive live Q&A with guests, and a whole lot more. So consider becoming a member. If you made it this far, don't forget, become a Nez Nation Insider. It's free. It's absolutely free. It's in the pinned comment, in the show notes and description. Consider becoming a member of the Inside Nez Nation newsletter. It's absolutely free and you never miss out. Once you give us your best email, you get all of the latest breaking current events, top stories, breaking news that mainstream media won't talk about right into your inbox. So it's free. It's nothing better than that. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right now. Subscribe, follow, as always, Nez Nation. God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.